Do your website visitors sometimes feel like ghosts? They show up, take a quick look around, and then poof, they vanish without a trace. If they're not sticking around or reaching out, it could be because your website is not earning their trust. And without trust, even the most amazing B2B websites won't convert. In B2B, establishing credibility is crucial. The choices that B2B buyers make can have enormous impacts on their business. So trust is one of the most important factors that sways the buying decision. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to build credibility on your website that is going to give your prospects the trust they need to take that important first step. Filling out your website form, contacting a member of your team, and ultimately making the purchase. Hey, I'm Robin, your B2B marketing bestie. With years of experience leading website projects at one of the top-ranked B2B website agencies, I've helped hundreds of businesses turn their websites into conversion powerhouses. And these tips that I'm sharing today are the ones that I have actually seen work to get website visitors to convert. Now, before I share these 5 tactics, let's talk about why building credibility on a B2B website is so important. B2B buyers are cautious because the stakes are higher. Big budgets, long-term commitments, and reputations are on the line. So if your website doesn't establish trust quickly, you're out of the running. So how do you earn that trust? Well, let's get into it. Credibility builder number 5 is social proof. Social proof shows that others have gotten successful outcomes by using your products or services. So it goes a long way in building trust and reducing the perception of risk. One of the best examples of social proof is customer testimonials. Nothing builds trust like hearing from happy customers. It's one of the reasons that review sites like Yelp are so insanely popular. I mean, these days, people won't even go to a restaurant without reading glowing reviews first. And that's just dinner. All right, dinner's actually super important. But B2B buyers want assurance that they too will get positive results when they're making such a weighty purchase. Now, some of the pushback that I sometimes hear from clients is, well, anyone can just make up a testimonial, so how are they going to know it's real? And it's a fair point. So to combat that, include as much customer detail as you can. Ideally, their name, title, company, and if you can, their photo. The more information you give, the more real and trustworthy it's going to sound. But even if you can't include all of this information, don't despair. Just include as much as you can. It's still worth it because subconsciously, buyers are still influenced by positive testimonials, even if they don't have every detail. Now, here's a bonus tip. If you can, embed reviews directly from third-party sites like G2 or Clutch or Google Reviews. This adds an extra layer of authenticity because they're harder to fake. Now, another way to offer social proof is to showcase logos of well-known clients that you have worked with. When prospects see that other prominent businesses have trusted you, they feel that they could trust you too. So their thought process is, well, IBM worked with them, so IBM doesn't just work with anybody, so they must be legit. As much as we all like to think we're individuals, we are still human. And yes, B2B buyers are actually human, and we still look for social cues from industry leaders. Credibility builder number 4 is case studies and customer success stories. Now, these are gold because they show, not just tell, how you get results. Case studies deliver proof to your buyers that you've been there, done that, and nailed it. And here's my pro tip. Always lead with numbers as much as you can. For example, instead of saying, we helped a client improve their processes, say, we helped XYZ Corp reduce their operational costs by 30% in 6 months. Can you see the difference? Quantifiable results add weight and make your story more persuasive. And by all means, don't bury the results or save them until the end. Showcase the results in the headline. So even if the prospect doesn't read the full case study, they'll still be able to see instantly that you've gotten impressive results for your customers. Gleam does this really well by focusing on the quantifiable result right up front with their customer success stories. And it's even better if you have visuals to complement it, like charts or before and after photos, to make your case study more compelling. And don't shy away from details. The more specific you are, the more relatable and trustworthy you're going to seem. By the way, if you're finding these tips helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I post weekly videos on B2B marketing strategies that will help you grow your business, and it's free. And here's a question for you. What is one thing that you do on your B2B website that helps build trust with your prospects? Drop your comments below. Credibility builder number 3 is statistics and proof points. Now, numbers don't lie, and when used correctly, they can seriously boost your credibility. For example, if you have the #1 fastest lead times in the industry, or 100% on-time delivery, by all means, flaunt it on your website. But don't just throw up any old numbers. Make sure that these are proof points that matter to your buyer. For example, sometimes I see companies listing things like number of employees, but this typically isn't that compelling to buyers because it's not going to help them directly. And also avoid vague statements like we've helped hundreds of clients. Instead, be more specific. For example, 6sense, an ABM platform that helps businesses drive revenue, includes these statistics: 133% increase in revenue generated per day, 26% increase in opportunity volume, 35% increase in deal values, and 39% faster average time to close. These are all metrics that their target audience of B2B marketing and sales leaders would find extremely compelling. Remember, specifics make your claims more believable and relevant. Credibility builder number 2 is awards and professional certifications. If you've won awards, don't be shy, brag about them on your website, but only if they matter to your audience. For example, a design award might not be terribly impressive for a finance company, but it would for an advertising agency. Same goes for certifications. For example, if you're a supply chain business appealing to manufacturers, an ISO certification is super important because it proves that you have passed certain quality and security standards. Or say you're a Google Cloud partner. This signals that your team has the proven experience and technical expertise to work within Google's ecosystem, and reassures prospects that you're endorsed by a leading tech company and capable of handling their complex needs. All right, credibility builder number 1 is thought leadership. Now, not everyone thinks of thought leadership as a credibility builder, but I assure you that it is, at least if you do it right. Sharing your expertise through blogs, white papers, or webinars shows that you understand your audience's pain points and know how to solve them. Make sure you showcase these prominently on your website. It is your chance to lead the conversation in your industry. And now consistency is key here. Outdated or sparse content can actually hurt your credibility. So you want to make sure your audience knows that they can depend on you regularly and that you are staying on top of the latest trends. And make sure you're covering topics that they care about. Topics that will make their life easier and help them do their jobs better. Building credibility on a website is a process, but it is so worth it. When you put these strategies into action, you're not just earning trust, you're driving conversions. If you're ready for the next step, be sure to check out this video here on B2B website trends for 2025 that will help you drive even more conversions. I'll see you over there.